Go. I'm at the new Apple store in Union Square, so that's what you see behind me over there. That's my buddy Brian. He's never been on Periscope, so this is the first time. And so since he was doing a really good job of showing me the how-tos of Snapchat real quick, I told him we're going to do that again, but this time I'm going to film it on Periscope. So if you're not familiar with Snapchat, this will be a great tutorial for you and hopefully provide some cool insights for you.
This is the main screen when you first open up the app. And you can do a few different things. You can swipe to the right, which brings up the messaging part of the app, or you can swipe to the left, which also brings up the stories page, which is where you can kind of follow like streams from different companies, but you can also follow your friends' feeds or stories, as they call them, which are basically where you're broadcasting your story out to everyone, not a specific person, anyone who is on your friends list. When you're in the main camera part of the app, you can just double tap, just easily switch between selfie mode or rear camera.
Which I thought that was a really cool tip. So for those who aren't familiar with Snapchat, maybe you don't even know that that feature is there. All you have to do is double tap on the screen and it flips the camera for you. So that's a really cool one.
Very easy. You have, of course, some options, quick options like camera, like flash, stuff like that. And also down here, like these two buttons down here, they do the same thing as swiping left or right. So it's very easy, very intuitive. Again, up here you can change between your cameras, just the same as double tapping. And when you take a photo, so there we go, just took a little selfie there. You have a few options. You can download. This is also a timer as far as to how long you want that Snapchat to be seen by the person. So that's the whole thing with Snapchat, is it's very fast. You see an image for about 5-10 seconds. I think 10 is the maximum, and then it goes away essentially. You can draw. You can put a little text notification on there. So like, say if you want to write out hello, you can just put that right on the image. Okay. There's a bunch.
You can move it around.
Yep, you can move it around, so it's not like right in your face. You can also change the size, color, a bunch of different options. And then, so once you've kind of customized, you can then decide what you want to do with the photo. You have a couple options. You can send it to any of your contacts that are on Snapchat, and that'll just send it directly to them.
So it's just to that one person?
Yep.
Okay.
And it'll only be viewable for however long you set it. So if you set it for 5 seconds, they'll only see it for 5 seconds and then it's gone. They can't pull it up again. Or if you do My Story, you're publishing it for 24 hours to all of your contacts.
So My Story is kind of like a public Facebook news feed for people who want to make a correlation there.
Yeah. That's a good comparison. They can, when it's on My Story, they can go in and see it as many times as they want. It'll still only show for 10 seconds, but they can go back and view it again and again. People can do you can do a screenshot. So if it's something that if it's something you don't want people to really see for very long, you have to keep in mind that people can do a screenshot. When they do that, it will send you a notification saying, hey, this person took a screenshot of your Snapchat. So but there's no way to stop them from doing that. So if it's something that you don't want someone to see for very long, keep that in mind.
And if you don't want somebody to see it, you shouldn't be publishing it online.
That too. So this is what it would look like if you did My Story. You just tap that and just hit the little button down here on the right, and that'll publish it. If you don't want to do that, you can always go back. If you don't like it, just hit the X and it's gone.
Nice. And what about when I want to add people? How do we do that with the little
yellow so guy? When you want to add someone, you can just swipe down. This is kind of your profile and how you make all the changes. You can see who's added you, how to add friends, my friends. And one really cool way to add someone is if they're standing next to you, you can go back to the camera app, and so on their phone, they'll pull up this screen. This is like a barcode. So each person has a unique barcode. And you can, on your phone, you can go into the camera app, hold it over their phone, take a picture of it, and it'll immediately pull up their contact and add them.
And that was really cool because I didn't know that those little things were barcodes. So if you didn't know that, guys, that's what you can do is just take a picture of that, and it will automatically add that person to your friends list.
Yep.
Now, what about also, I don't know if we covered it, but actually taking video? Because we talked about flipping
Yes.
the screen, but how do you actually take video?
Yeah, so like a photo, you're gonna just hit the button once. To take video, you just hold the button. So you can see the kind of the red line going around, so it's recording. It'll only record, I think, for 10 seconds maximum. And then,
And that's where you get your options. Got it.
yep. So when you release, it's showing the video right now, so it's just replaying it for ourselves, so we can see if we like it or not. The same thing with the photos. You can do, add text, color, draw, whatever you want to do. You can even download it so that it's in your photo album. Because if you don't, anything that you take in Snapchat does not automatically get added to your photo album.
And that's a good point, guys. So it's not like Periscope where you can turn on a button to automatically save your Periscopes. On Snapchat, you actually have to press that download button, which is the arrow there pointing downwards.
Yep. So you can always do that if it's something you want to save for yourself. And then the same as publishing a photo, you would just hit the publish button, and then you can choose from all your different options. And the same thing, how I was demonstrating before with the double tap. So in a video, let's go to the rear-facing camera. So I'm taking a video, and let's say I want to show myself in the video. Just double tap while you're in the video, and we're still recording, and we just seamlessly changed to selfie mode.
Perfect. So you have to do that while being in the video.
Yep.
Awesome. Sweet.